everybody. So we're reviewing ANOVA today, and I do want you to kind of skip this section so we can discuss problem number 3. You can come back to these. So if you look at number 3, it says, what is your favorite subject? An education professor wants to find out which subject students find most difficult. She obtains final exam scores for 3 randomly selected freshmen and 3 randomly selected sophomores from 3 subjects: statistics, psychology, and history. The results are as follows. So these 3 right here, these 3, 76, 88, 72, are the 3 for statistics for freshmen. And then for psychology, you have these 3 for the freshmen, and then again for history. So I was given that feedback. I apologize that you can't see that clearly, but if you read, it says 3 randomly selected freshmen, 4 stats for psychology and history, and then 3 randomly selected sophomores for those 3 subjects as well. Okay, so if you look at this type of chart, is this a one-way ANOVA or a two-way ANOVA? Yes, it is a two-way ANOVA. Good. So do you have one data value for freshman stats, freshman psych, and freshman history? Or do you have multiple repeated values? You have repeated values, which means it is with replication. So when you think about our previous work that we've done with two-way ANOVA with replication, the charts did not look like this, right? Because we have to tell ANOVA how many rows belong to each one. So I did want to show you that you do need to reorganize, putting these 3 for freshmen and then statistics actually going down the side so that we can tell it these 3 rows belong to each one. So I'll go to ANOVA so you can see what I'm talking about. So as you can see, when you change it, let me highlight. So these 3 were my freshman group for statistics, and then we have these 3 for psychology for freshmen and these 3 for history. So I did have to reorganize my graph, my chart, to be able to use Excel to make or to run the correct test and get the analysis. Okay, so you do need to reorganize that data. You're probably thinking, well, then why did you give it to us this way? Well, the answer to that is, when you're reading literature reviews, right, you're doing your lit review and you're reading different articles, they want to take up the least amount of space with these type of graphs because those articles are so long with the methodology and the analysis and the results, the conclusion, the limitations. So they will organize data this way in the article, but then you do have to know that you have to organize it differently in Excel. Okay? So make sure you do that for problem number 3. And you can answer each of these questions. So then, if you look at number 4, a psychiatrist studied the effects of 3 antidepressants on subjects in 3 different age groups. Each subject was rated on a scale of 0 to 100, with higher numbers indicating greater relief from depression. The following table presents the results. So we have drug A, B, and C. These belong to my 18 to 30-year-olds. These belong to my 31 to 50, and then these belong to my 51 to 80. And all of those participants took drug A, and again, the higher numbers indicate greater relief from depression. So then you have drug B and drug C. So would this be one-way ANOVA or two-way ANOVA? Yes, two-way ANOVA, because we're considering age groups and drug A, B, and C and how it impacts that person for depression. Okay, so two-way ANOVA, is it with replication or without? Yes, with replication, because you have multiple data values for each of those factors. Okay, so again, the way that this is organized is to take up the least amount of space when you read an article. But again, when we put that in Excel, we do have to group it differently. So I just want to make sure all of you recognize that. So if you look at problem 4, I changed it so that I could tell Excel how many rows belong to each one. Okay, so just make sure you pay attention to that kind of thing. Like I said on the quiz, if it's a two-way ANOVA, I'm going to give you the analysis that the report that Excel gives you. But I did want you to practice inputting information in Excel and running the test yourself to make sure you do know how to do that in case you have this type of test for your senior research project or for your final project for this class. Okay? So let me know if you have any questions before your quiz. We will go over all of these. So just make sure you let me know if you have questions. Okay?